This is A-Game, fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, I'm just here to really talk about why Black women are not fit to lead, okay? And they'll never be fit to lead, especially lead anything really, but especially in terms of relationships, because we hear a lot of Black women talk about partnership. If I got to submit to you, you submit to me sometimes. If you lead, I lead sometimes. And even just that concept alone lets us know that Black women don't understand what leadership entails. They don't understand what it does. And therefore, if you don't understand what leadership entails, if you don't understand what leadership means, then that automatically disqualifies you as being put in the leadership position, because you don't know how to operate in that position, because you don't even know what it means. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a clip. This is a clip from Just Pearly Things. So shout out to Just Pearly, where we're going to hear some women demonstrate why they can't lead. So give me just one moment. Let me go ahead. I'm going to show two parts of it. And here we go.
A financial decision, like if one person wants to buy a house and one person doesn't, someone has to have the final say.
See, I've never understood that concept. I don't understand why there needs to be one, like this idea of having a one alpha man in a relationship. I can't understand it. Why can't we both be alpha? Why can't we both make decisions?
Because if you're gonna.
Now I'm pausing it right here. I'm going to skip to the other part. She said, why does it have to be one alpha male in the relationship? So I guess she want to be the second alpha male in the relationship, because she's up there talking about, well, why come it can't be two alphas? Because what has two heads? Anything with two heads is a monster. See, women don't even understand what leadership is. They think it's just telling folks what to do. They think it's just, you know what I'm saying? They want to be in positions of making decisions, but not really. It's all cap. And once I tell you about how it's cap, you know what I'm saying? Your eyes are going to be open. So I'm going to let you hear this next part, and then we're going to cook this foolishness.
I don't agree with that statement, because I feel like it's coming off controlling. Why am I entitled to give my man what I've worked for? That does not make sense to me whatsoever. So in that sense, yeah, no, that's controlling.
It's
Now, I'm actually going to stop sharing, because what the second lady in the orange is talking about demonstrates again how women don't understand leadership. See, women's whole mode of thinking is selfish, whole entire thing, because what she described is exactly what men do. Go to work, and then the woman feels what? Entitled to the money that the man went out and worked for. She didn't go do that job. He went to go do that job. Even if she goes to do a job, she believes that she's entitled to the money that he receives at his job, and that she should benefit from it. But when it's talked about in the other way, it doesn't make any sense to her. And of course it doesn't, because the nature of women is not to take care of men. Listen, this is why women are not fit for any leadership position at all, ever, over anybody but children. Women have, and I'm including children, because this is what it is. She doesn't want to provide for a man, because no matter what kind of feminist narrative women and hyenas come up with, She knows she doesn't have a natural authority over men. She does not have a natural, biological, or God-given authority over men, because femininity does not contain authority. Masculinity does. And this is what they've tried to get through feminism, this masculine energy where they are able to have some type of authority where it's natural over men and in these various different situations, but it's not natural. It's always fake, and it's always propped up by something that can be easily knocked down because it's not the truth, because it's not rooted in real biology. Women can only support and provide for children because women have natural authority over children. We have natural authority over children. So therefore, we don't become triggered when we think about nurturing or providing for children. That selfishness is not triggered because we see ourselves as authoritarian over them. And as long as we see ourselves as authoritarian over them, then we don't become triggered in a negative fashion about the thought of feeding them and clothing them and even going out to work and paying for them. We don't have that issue because we have a natural authority over them. They depend on us. When it comes to men, that it don't flow that way because we don't have natural authority over men. What hyenas have tried to escape through feminism is that men have a natural authority over women because women look to men to provide, problem solve, protect, and procreate always throughout her entire life. So it disgusts a woman actually to even think about going somewhere and doing for a grown man what she feels entitled to and expects that same grown man to do for her, and she grown. Now they'll say something else, but that's not real. The reality is that women always look for provision from men, no matter how they say they don't need men, no matter how they try to talk about what they don't need.
I said, as long as you got your own house, as long as you got your own transportation, and as long as you got your own income, it don't matter what a ninja got to say. I said, as long as you got your own.
Okay. So women always want to say that, but it doesn't mean anything. The house, a car, that don't mean nothing to them. Because if a man come into their life not giving any of that stuff, keeping his money for him, he don't pay for nothing, he don't do nothing, she squawk about that. Even in a casual setting where they're casually dating, she squawk about it. If she got to come out of her pocket for all the dates, and she got to come out of her pocket for all the dinners, and she got to come out of her pocket for all the transportation, and she got to come out of her, she's squawking about that. She gonna leave that dude alone because why? He don't provide. And why does she look to him for that? Because this is something that is natural to masculinity. That's why she looks to him for it no matter what she say. All of that is capped. Every last piece of that is capped. Problem solving, capped. Okay? She not fit to lead because women filter logic through emotion. Logic, facts, and reason does not always drive a woman's decisions to do things. Emotions don't even have logic applied to them. There is no logic and reason for emotions. Emotions can be whatever. However, you can't explain it. But women, naturally, we will filter our logic, facts, reasons, all of this type of stuff through our emotions. And we don't typically have really analytical thinking. The fact that we filter all of that stuff through our emotions negates having analytical thinking. Men have it because they filter emotion through logic. It's the complete opposite. So he's starting with logic and analytical thinking. He starts with that and ends with emotion. Women start with emotion, and we might end up at a logical place, maybe. You see what I'm saying? So that in and of itself negates leadership from women, because you can't problem solve without the pure analytical thinking and the ability to completely remove your emotions and how you feel about a situation or how something made you feel or whatever, to make the proper decision. A decision that's not based on you being rash, or a decision that's not based on what your heart tell you and all of that type of stuff. It ain't nothing wrong with that, but that becomes a problematic situation when women are in authority, quote unquote, over men in relationships. We don't even want to make decisions on our own. Women will lie about that, cap about that, because she only wants the illusion of being able to lead, but will be turned off by a man if he continued to defer to her to make decisions, to be the final decision maker. She don't even want him doing that too many times for simple stuff like, you know what I'm saying, where we going for dinner, or what we having for dinner, or where we going for a show, or are we going to the store today? If a man become too indecisive and he start deferring her, well, baby, what you want to do? Every time she asks him for a decision, he throw it back at her. Well, I don't know. Well, what you want to do? She gonna find him to be incompetent. She gonna say he don't know how to think. And he always looking to her to think about stuff. If he always calling upon her to arrange things for them, make all the plans, make all the arrangements, make all the decisions. She say she want to be a decision maker, but she really don't, because a man that start deferring to her too many times, she gonna think he weak. So she gonna leave him. Oh, he lame. He not masculine. Because she want to be able to go to her man and have him figure out stuff for her and just spit out the answer to her. That's what she want. And any man that she find incapable of actually doing that, no matter how she squawk about it being controlling, she gonna leave that dude. She not even gonna respect it because he deferred to her too many times. And she knows she a bad problem solver and decision maker. She knows she is. That's why she don't really want to do it. She just want to talk. She just want to pop her gums about it. Let's go to protection. That's out of the question. Completely out of the question. Men are not vulnerable when we talk about in relation to women. Men are not vulnerable. We are to be vulnerable to them. They the ones with the strength. They are physically stronger. They're mentally tougher. They just built for it. Okay? More than women ever are. They just built for that stuff. Again, to say the popular analogy, you and your man laying in the bed, it's 2 a.m., you hear a loud crack downstairs like somebody trying to break in. You want to go down there, you want him to. Who goes to figure that out? Who's protecting who? Who protects who? Who do you expect to take the brunt of whatever's gonna happen? You expect your man to. The most you can do is run in the bedroom and go gather the children. You're gonna protect them. We can do that again, because this comes back to the natural authority. Women have natural authority over children. Children are seen as naturally vulnerable to us. We're stronger than them. We're able to make better decisions than them. We can solve a child's problems. So therefore, we don't find any issue with protecting them. I throw myself over my children, no matter what. Something happening, I got to get my kids. I'll take the brunt for them. But in turn, my husband take the brunt for us. And a woman would never think to turn that dynamic around, ever, ever. Again, because inherently we understand that if he got to fight, if our survival depend on whether he fight off the enemy or I fight off the enemy, we gonna die if you put me up there. If you make me go fight, we all gone. Because I am not gonna make it. But it might actually be a chance that my husband can fight and come back alive. He might be able to deal with that situation. He's going to deal with it better than me. And again, and lastly, procreation is taught to women by men. Namely, it's supposed to be taught to women in her girlhood and her childhood by her father. Only two things teach women how to love in a selfless manner, and that is men will teach her, either her father or her husband, and motherhood. The only two things in a woman's life that turn her love from being primarily selfish to more selflessness. Men teach her that because the nature of men make them selfless. So they love externally. Everything they do is external. Even their internal qualities are represented in an external way. So even his love is external. Women's love is internal, as are most of everything that we do. Internal first. So we love self first. He loved others first. So men have to teach women how to love others first. Motherhood, if she's a good mom, will teach her that. How somebody else come before her. So men teach women about selfless forms of love, and they help women have and create proper boundaries for appropriate affections. See, if there were more men in the houses, we wouldn't have stuff like son husbands so rampantly. You understand what I'm saying? Because the men teach the boundaries of procreation, affection, and love. So since women will never have inherently 4 P's to give no man, she's not entitled to the leadership position. She's not fit for it. She never will be. Because the 4 P's is rooted in masculine energy, not fake pseudo-masculine energy that she tried to get from feminism. Okay? Just wanted to bring that to you. Other thing I want to bring to you before we sign off is the attention to the Black Lives Matter petition that we still have going on. If you want to be part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable, all you got to do is click the link inside of the description box. Not like share, but go ahead and click the link in the description box, sign, share, and contribute to the petition. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.